Hello and welcome to Vegan Cafe 21. Today we are making wheat-free, corn-free, flavorful stuffing right in our kitchen. So let me walk you through the ingredients. We are going to start with preparing our grain mixture. So for that we are using half a cup of washed Basmati rice, half a cup of washed quinoa. To boil the grains together, we will use 2 cups of water, and we will simply season it with 1 teaspoon of pink salt. You can adjust salt to your taste and liking, use more or less of it. So first we will start preparing our grains. Over on the stove top, I have a pan that I have put over flame. To it I'm going to add our rice and quinoa. Add 2 cups of water and pink salt. Give it a stir. To this we are going to add about half a teaspoon of olive oil. This will prevent our grains from sticking to each other. Now we are going to turn the heat high and let it come to a boil. Once our grain mixture starts boiling, we will turn the heat low and put the lid on it. Now make sure you leave the lid slightly cracked, otherwise you'll run the risk of the liquid boiling over and out of the pot. Now we will let it cook for 20 minutes. While our grains are cooking, we will start preparing our mushrooms and onions. I'm using 1 pound of sliced baby bella mushrooms. They look like these here. Stems have been removed, they have been washed and dried and then sliced to look like this. We will also use a pound of diced onion. You can use red or yellow onions, it's your preference. And we will simply season it with crushed red pepper flakes. I have 1 teaspoon of pepper flakes here. You can adjust them to your taste and liking, or omit them if you don't want heat in your stuffing. We will saute our stuffing using 1/4 cup of olive oil. So here on the stove top, I have a cast iron pan to which I'm going to add our olive oil. Keep the heat on high and stir it occasionally. Cast iron pans are your best friends when it comes to sauteing mushrooms because mushrooms tend to release a lot of moisture, and these pans retain heat for longer. So if you are sauteing on high heat, they make a quick job of getting your mushrooms and onions nice and golden brown in no time. We are well on our way. Our grains are boiling, mushrooms and onions are sauteing. While that's happening, I'm going to walk you through our seasoning blend. This is what brings a ton of flavor to our stuffing. So in this bowl, I have 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 2 tablespoons of almond flour, 1 teaspoon of Italian herb blend. This is store-bought Italian herb blend. Right next to it, we have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of pink salt, and here in the center I have half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. So all we need to do is just mix all of the contents in the bowl. There, our seasoning blend is ready. We'll set it off to the side and move to our next steps. Here in this pan I have half a cup of pecans. These are raw pecans. So we are going to put some heat under our pan and lightly roast these pecans to add to our stuffing. Make sure you move them around to avoid the risk of them burning. And take a look at our mushrooms and onions. See how quickly the moisture has evaporated? And now all we need to do is just wait for them to turn golden. As you can see, our mushrooms and onions have changed color. Now we will add our pepper flakes to this and give it a nice mix. Our mushrooms and onions are ready for us. Let's move over and check on our rice and quinoa. It has been 20 minutes and look at this. So our grains are ready as well. we are going to start fluffing these using a fork. Be gentle, you don't want to compromise the integrity of our grain. I have turned the heat off under our mushrooms and onions as well. They look ready. And our pecans are done as well. Now we just invite everything to this pan here. We'll add our rice and quinoa to our mushrooms. To this, we are going to bring in our spice blend that we had created. Sprinkle it all over and toss everything gently. It's best if you use 2 forks to do this job. Now we are ready to plate. We'll garnish it with some chopped roasted pecans. There you have it. Flavorful, wheat-free, corn-free stuffing ready in 20 minutes plus prep time. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with more vegan favorites.